There's nothing that gets Black liberals more upset with me than when I talk about the success of Black immigrants from Africa, academically, in their careers, professionally. I think Nigerian Americans are the most successful immigrant group, and I'm sitting
This
here.
could be debatable, but the Nigerians are the most smartest people on the planet.
Yeah, I believe it.
I promise you. There's nobody more smarter than the Nigerians. Now, of course, there's a few bad apples that came out. You know what I'm saying?
Smart too, though.
No, they extremely smart.
Yeah,
they just put their intelligence all in the wrong place. If they would have geared that towards something more, positive and productive, because the ones that did, there's more billionaires being made in Nigeria than anywhere in the world.
Black immigrant groups have a median household income above the American average. Who are black immigrant groups? Nigerians, Barbadians, Ghanaians, Trinidadians, all have higher incomes than the average American. And because whites are more than blacks and Hispanics, that's the factor. Third, Nigerian Americans are one of the most educated groups in America, according to a study by Rice University. They only make up 1% of African Americans, Nigerians, 1%. Yet they are represented at the Harvard Business School at a rate of 25% of black students. So no wonder they are out earning whites, Nigerian Americans. I didn't know any of this, and I know you didn't know any of it. And saying
one thing I like about Nigerians, it's not about these things that you accuse them about. A Nigerian man, if he comes in here and speak, you won't doubt that this man has got confidence. So white people refer to them as being rude. That's why in Nigeria you don't find a lot of white people. Because when you speak to them and they don't hear properly, yes, sir. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? And then you think he's fighting, like, no, he wants to understand what he's not fighting. But you, they taught you that if you don't hear, sorry, sir, can you repeat that? So they enjoy that. They enjoy this submissive attitude of a black man, because to them you are boys and girls. They don't enjoy a person who speaks standing firm, looking right into their eyes and unshaken. That's what we should be. And that thing comes out of liberating the mind. But if the mind becomes permanent weapon at the disposal of the oppressor, you will never do anything. You will continue to think less of yourself. You ought to liberate yourself. I am not my ancestor. I am a generation now which will never take what my ancestors took from you. I will never tolerate that. They don't hate Malema. They are all shocked by this black man who can speak to them like that, who can speak like that, who can confront them like that, because all blacks must be submissive. And when they paralyze you, they even come and then patronize you.
Now, here are 3 fun facts about Nigeria. Number 1, Nigerians are giants in music. There's been so many talented musicians that came out of Nigeria, it's impressive. I'm sure you guys know a lot of the popular artists of today. So I will give you one Nigerian legend who you might not know. His name is Fela. Search him up. Number 2, Nigeria has a wide variety of wildlife and they protect it. The Nigerian Conservation Foundation stands as a guardian of wildlife, reminding us to have compassion and care because it will create a bond between us and the animal kingdom. Number 3, it has the largest economy in Africa. Nigeria's export market is massive, which is why it has the largest economy on the continent. 70% of employment in the country is part of the agriculture sector.
What is it about Nigerians that makes them really successful everywhere in the world? I have the answer to that question. My dear, is fear. Fear of shame. Fear of your enemy doing better than you. Fear of your village people's prayers being answered. I keep seeing content from people asking that question, saying that when they come across, certain Nigerians in the diaspora, see them doing amazing things, like they're successful as business leaders and, intellectually and things like that. Of course, there are other reasons that's why Nigerians flourish, but drop some of them in the comments. Nigerians don't want to be lost in anything that they do. But on the real side, like, Nigerians are raised with a lot of resilience and a lot of tenacity, especially Nigerians who actually live in the country, leave the country, and go elsewhere to flourish.
Nigerians
the next
are
time
not
I hear
demons, they are
someone say
lovely
nonsense
species.
about Nigerians, I'll just grab you. Listen, not all Nigerians are demons. Praise God. Me personally, I'm not Nigerian, but they are not demons. Maybe the men, but not the women. There's something about Nigeria. When a Nigerian man says, "Shut up and sit down," I'm already seated. But if you meet a Nigerian man, just know you should just marry him, because you're not gonna make it out. There's no leaving. There's no leaving. I promise you, as soon as you're there, you can't leave. Their money is too sweet. Even if they bang F everywhere, the money is clean. The money is sweet in my system. Praise God. You cannot escape. There's no way of leaving. But they're not demons. They're just... He's Nigerian. And he can drive. And he can cook. And he can look after children. Please, come inside, come inside, come inside.
Since moving here, the most commonly asked question is like, why Nigeria, why Africa? And you gotta think about it this way. I am an African American teacher from America. I've taught for 10 years, and after 10 years, I decided that I needed to see more. I wanted to teach elsewhere. Do you really think that the first place that I would go would be like Guatemala, Europe? You're right, I should have went to Switzerland. Actually, I should have went to Antarctica first. Wait, no, I should have taught in Paris. Why wouldn't I teach in Africa? Make it make sense, y'all. So when people ask me why Africa, why Nigeria, why Africa, why Nigeria, I ask them, why not? Why not? Where else would you rather me go? If not Africa? I'll wait.